Hello everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. You might remember the last episode, we were doing this duty here, and it cut out on me. You know, the whole server died, and I had to like stop, the recording. Should be able to pick it back up here though. I mean, it's gonna play like the cutscene, and we'll have to do like the duty and stuff again. If you missed that, check the last episode. But yeah, here we are. Right back in the duty. I just gotta, run back up to where we were last time. It shouldn't be too difficult. If you missed the last episode though, I did announce that I was going to make some changes with how I was doing the FF14. Oh, they were above me, and apparently the AI determined the easiest way to get here was just to jump. Also, wow, that's some frames. That was some. This is some frame drop going on here. Like, whatever you're seeing is probably what I am seeing. I've got like 15 frames here. I don't know what's up. It's like all of a sudden. Alright, I gotta take Doplin over here. I don't know why, like, all of a sudden there's this massive frame drop. It wasn't like this last time I recorded either. Oh, is it the fog? Oh, I bet because as soon as I turned around, like, the frames, like, the frames change. I think it's that fog. That fog wasn't there last time we were here, so. But this is where we got disconnected, with literally fighting this guy. Nigeria the Goddess. I need to turn down my speakers a little bit, because holy crap. Like, everything is the same settings as I had literally last time I recorded. So it should sound the same to you, but like, it was blaring in my ears just now. So ridiculous. I was like, is there a healer? Nope, there's no healer over there though. This guy just doesn't take damage for some reason. There we go, now he's dead. I don't know why, he just wasn't taking damage. For some weird reason. You know, Mila, you would think that being the head of the Gladiator Guild, you would know not to turn your back to the enemy. Just saying. Because again, like, hitting an enemy from behind or getting hit from behind by an enemy does more damage than if you're facing, the person. All this! Whoa, lag. All this! You almost had me, Leovold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory. Just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Ul'dah, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leopold. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear you will never know peace. Not in this life or the next. Ul'dah! Leave Ul'dah! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Well, so much for Leopold. He dead. He dead. Might have to see if I can get a screenshot from that cutscene. Either that one or the one before it. To use as the thumbnail for the last episode. I should be able to access those cutscenes, for that duty. I really hate that some cutscenes you just can't access for whatever reason. But some cutscenes, it's like, oh yeah, no issues here. I've had a lot of issues with that in trying to get thumbnails. Where I'm like, oh, I'll use this thumbnail, the thumbnail I'll use is this cutscene. So I'll go to the end to get the, for the endless journey, to get, a screen capture of that cutscene, and I literally cannot. Because I, for whatever reason, just can't access that cutscene. It's it's one of these kinds of cutscenes where it goes into a full-blown cutscene mode, but it just doesn't show up in the endless journey for whatever reason. I'm glad you were there, Kazumi. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alucron. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? It'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No, Leopold may be dead, but the Alucron are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ul'dah's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I'm known to have this effect on the fair sex. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Yes. There's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Kazumi. 7 years ago, before my last march on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leopold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor, or pride, or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much So much I want to. What in the seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? Ugh. You think all it takes is to stand on the blood sand? You think all it takes to stand on the blood sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No. It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion. But it is you, and you alone, who decide your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? That's actually a really good shot. Oi! Oh, I have a program open in the background. That's part of what's causing the lag. Alright, so we're gonna get the Bull Hoplin, which is a little bit better. I can grab... Looks like the Steel Gauntlets might be the best thing here, defensive-wise, so I'll grab those. The Maquito I don't need. So at least there's that. That one time at level 30. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and equip that. So there we go. We've got new armor. And we now have officially finished the Gladiator storyline, which is actually technically what this achievement is. It's the fact that I completed the level 30, like a level 30 class storyline. So, complete any of the Disciple of War or Magic class quests available at level 30. Yay! Woo! Hey, I have the heart of the party. I think that's probably my only title right now, but I have it. Oh no, I also have Gambler and Bug Girl. I don't know what Bug Girl comes from. I mean, it's from Off to the Races, but I don't know what that is. I also have Gambler, so I could put the Gambler title on if I wanted to. And now you'll see that I have the title there. So for titles, there are prefixes and then there are suffixes. If I do this one, for example, it puts the title under my name. So, Kazumi, the heart of the party. So I'll probably keep that on until we get some others. But after completing the Gladiator storyline, or any level 30 class storyline, your guild receptionist here, maybe other characters too, but in this particular case, it is the guild receptionist. Lutsu wishes to share with you some exciting news. Oh, there you are, Kazumi. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember you heard this first from me, Sultan Swarm Elite are sharing the secret skills and trainings of Paladins. Incredible, I know. Sultan Swarm have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of Paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. And competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Ul'dah Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum. Just languishing about in the palace all day, polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Not anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorizing the 55 commandments of the sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a golden, no, a platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers, and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Hustings Strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Swarm Elite. Jellens is his name. Tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. Yeah! So this is the moment where you go from class to job. I need to go... let's see. The Chamber of Rule. I'm going, where is it? There it is. So... level 1 through 30 is the classes, is your class. And this is true for everything that is level 1 through 30. Once you hit level 30, you will have reached the end of your class. There is like Sentinel and Circle of Scorn that you can technically still get. And that's because it used to be in A Realm Reborn that your class could actually go all the way up to level 50. In order to access jobs, you actually needed like level 30 in one class and like level 15 in another class. And then like those two classes then kind of came together to then allow you access to a specific job. So you could get up to like level 50 and still be in your class. Nowadays, every job is connected directly to the class. You know, I can immediately access Paladin as soon as I finish my level 30 class. I don't, you know, if I had done none of these other things here, I'd still be able to access it. Obviously, you know, we started as Puglist. But like, if I had gotten Puglist to like level 30, for example, I could go straight into Monk now. But that didn't used to be how it was. White Mage, for example, was level 15 in Conjurer and level 30 in Arcanist. I actually remember that from when I first played A Realm Reborn. I never even got far enough in A Realm Reborn to even like access the job system. But my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend now, but my girlfriend at the time, you know, she was the one that got me into Final Fantasy XIV initially. In fact, I still have the episodes up on my YouTube channel here if you want to see them. But you know, I was wanting to get into healing, and she was like, okay, well then you probably want to play White Mage, so let's start you off with Arcanist since you have to hit level 30 there, and then once you're level 30, then you can move into getting level 15 in Conjurer, and then you can access White Mage. It's no longer the way it is. You no longer have to do any of that to access any of the jobs. So we can just go straight from Gladiator into Paladin. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan Swarm Elite, and servant to the Ul'dah Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about training as a Paladin. If so, I would have your name, good woman. Kazumi, a fine name. I bid you welcome and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Swarm Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. By the glory of the Sultan Swarm, Well, much of it is buried in the past now. But the glory of the Sultan Swarm. Let me start that again. Sorry. I didn't... I did not see the T. I thought it was a Y, I'll admit. But the glory of the Sultan Swarm, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We are a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellsword to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we've been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the Paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Swarm, but serve as a free Paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins, to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be Paladin, show the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Alright. Little Alamigo, eh? So let's go do that. Also, what sword is it that I'm currently wielding? I don't even remember at this point. Frostbite. Level 24 Paladin weapon. Or, well, level 24 Gladiator weapon. I suppose. Not Paladin. Because, I mean, it is. But, excuse me, level 24 is still Gladiator. So not Paladin, technically, so. But yeah, level 24 Gladiator weapon. I would like to go around you guys to some degree if I can. Figured I'd end up fighting at least this dude here. That shouldn't be an issue. Whoops. I moved my hand off of the keyboard for a second there. And when I put my hand back down, it was not in the same spot. So, iron brazier. So that's the only way I've ever heard the word said. I could be saying that completely wrong, for all I know. Obviously the word looks like brazier, and that's how I would probably say it. If not for the fact that the, first time I ever heard the word said, and I think, it's still, really the only way I've ever heard it pronounced, was in Quest for Glory 5, actually. When you're talking to the food seller and you ask to buy the brazier for your, what is it? Oh, that's a different thing. Okay. Ashkin of Hearts, there it is. But when you need to make the balloon in Quest for Glory 5, and you're like, can I buy a brazier? And he goes, my brazier? You wish to buy? That's the only way I've ever heard it, pronounced. So, if you are in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secret of the Paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning Paladin swordplay does not make you a Paladin, nor does the armor you wear, or the status you claim. I am just another aging free Paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit. Lift the visor that blinds and find the true path of the Paladin. Here, you will be returning to the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. The soul crystal. Well, the way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin, strong and true. Devote yourself to the way, and become a beacon of light. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, dude, that we'll totally never see again. Yeah, we'll see him again, obviously, but, you know, have to make the joke. Back to Ul'dah. We'll present the Ashkin remains to Genlins, now that we have burned them into ash. We burned the Ashkin into ash. What a phrase. Like, that's a phrase. That's an interesting phrase. I hadn't even, like, thought of it until just now. So, that's actually really funny. I don't know. I think it's funny. Let's go to the Chamber of Rule. And let's go talk to Genlin again. And see if we can't become a paladin. Did it actually give me... Yes, it did. The engraved crystal. Strange, yet beautiful runes have been carved upon the surface of this otherwise normal-looking crystal. Totally not important in the slightest. Nope. Definitely not. I think this is how you get all of the soul crystals, though. Like, you meet... You go out and to be like, oh, let's go learn this thing. And then somebody just hands you the soul crystal. And then somebody else is like, oh, hey. Face the undead monsters who infuse the ruins south of Little Alamigo in southern Thonlan. Defeat them and return with proof of your deed. You mean this stuff? Hey, yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You've shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I have no doubt that you'll prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for now there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You are a paladin now, a custodian of traditions, ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, she travels all lands, and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord, but to yourself. You want nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. She who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's Fang, you already possess the crystal. You say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin. Who told you to hand it to me? Where's the crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once. Here you go. Curse him. He has made a mockery of the trial. That crystal you bear is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Swarm. The man who gave you the soul is the very traitor whom I have been seeking these many moons. He's an oath-breaker who bent the knee to the Ul'dah Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultanate, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor, on the Paladin way? The soul is polluted. This soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may bear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Swarm. That traitor is no Sultan Swarm, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebears in the Sultan Swarm have preserved its rituals and traditions. We are duty bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Swarm in these troubled times, though I did not ask for this honor. I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you are able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. Next paladin quest is now available at level 35. Yeah! Paladin unlocked. This is the really cool part. Well, not. I mean, this might be cool. I don't remember. It's been so long. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just the standard, oh, you learned a new action thing. But no, this, what I'm about to do, this is the really cool part. I'm going to equip the soul of the paladin, and nothing changed particularly. Or did it? I'm being traded to, apparently. Theron Elsteer has opened the trade menu. I don't know why. Oh, he's giving me I have that? He's giving me a shield, but I already have that exact shield that he was giving me. So, he was trying to give me the Bull Hoplin, but I can't equip it until next level. So, it's a level 31 shield. So, I think he was like, here, have the shield. It's better than what you have. Because I have the Iron Scutum. But yeah. Good luck with the Paladin quests. Thank you. But yeah, the quest from Mila there straight up gave us that shield, so it's one of these many items. There it is. Bull Hoplin, right here. If I do a try on, you can actually see it. But yeah, I think he just probably didn't remember that, like, you were literally given this from the Gladiator quest line. It's also possible that he hasn't, like, played in, like, a long time since, you know, whatever changes were made. Ow. There's actually a lot of people that don't know, like, some of the low-level, like, changes for that exact reason. Because it's like, oh, I've been playing since Realm Reborn. I don't know this stuff, you know. So it's entirely possible that Zarin there just didn't you know, maybe they've been playing since before whatever changes were made, you know, there. So, again, I have no idea, but that's just, it is a possibility, so. Okay, but with that, the Gladiator quests are done officially. We have begun the Paladin stuff. Want to double check, because I don't remember where we were with Pugla, so I'm gonna, oh, okay. Yep, I just have to start the, I have to hit level 30 for the Return of the Holy Fist. Okay. So I gotta get that last level for that. But yeah, so once again, if you missed my announcement last episode, I'm planning to kind of skip over stuff, basically. Oh, right. I gotta go to Gridania. I'm not part of the Immortal Flames. I'm part of the Serpents. I knew that. I was gonna check and see if I could get a promotion. I do still want to hit up, you know, getting all the level 30 like quests. Of the classes that, you know, I've been doing the videos for, and get those done. So I'm gonna like push all of my classes to level 30. Go ahead and get those recorded in a few episodes. And then after that, there will be a skip. So we can basically skip over Realm Reborn, you know, the actual Realm Reborn content, because boring as crap. And we'll come back at Project Archon, or whatever it's called. Let me talk to this guy, see if I can get promoted yet. Yes, I can! Yeah! There we go. Serpent Private First Class. Alright. That still doesn't get me the ability to do anything of what I want. In order to start doing expert delivery, I have to get Serpent Sergeant Second Class. Which is... it's here. So I have Corporal and then Sergeant Third Class, so that I can then get to Sergeant Second Class. So 1, 2, 3 more promotions before we can start turning in gear to get seals. It shouldn't be too big of a deal though. Just because of the fact that you know, I'll be doing leveling. I'll probably just do some promotions and stuff as we go along. So I might not like record all of those. Versailles Heloy, however you say his name. I think I had the same issue. Would have you begin your training in earnest. What is this one? Listen well, Private Arata. The Order of the Twin Adder does not just welcome glory seekers willy-nilly into our ranks. Stand here today because we believe in your potential. We believe that you will go forth as a serpent and help restore order to a world gone mad. And yet, potential alone will not carry you far. Indeed, the road to glory is littered with the bodies of would-be heroines who lack the determination and diligence to hone their innate talents. But you will not suffer the same fate, I am certain of it. It is with such high hopes for your future that I will send you to begin the next phase of your training. The venue shall be the Wolves' Den. Ah, yes, I see. A proving ground established by the Eorzine Alliance to prepare Grand Company recruits for the battles that lie ahead. Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lenasia. The ferry at the Morby dry docks in Lower Lenasia will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Storm Captain Brakoya Lotelsin. I have already taken the liberty of submitting a letter of recommendation on your behalf. Got it. This is PvP, which I will never actually probably do. But it's a really fast thing that we can just real quick do. Can access the Wolves' Den. So, when I was on the free trial, I was actually never able to access the PvP. You could unlock the ability to go to the Wolves' Den by doing this quest, but you couldn't actually go to the Wolves' Den because it wasn't available on free trial. It was actually really hilarious. But we actually can do that because we're not on free trial anymore. Yay! Which is another reason that the idea of skipping ahead kind of came up to me, because I was like, I can skip to Heaven's Word, and it's not like, oh, now I have like half as much content, you know. It's just, I can just do it, you know. Where am I? Is it this guy? Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, travel to the Wolf's Den. Got it. Yes, I see what's going on here, yes. So let me correct myself, as I've just realized. You could enter the Wolf's Den here, this place. You could enter here, you could wander around, you could do stuff, but you couldn't actually do PvP content. So, let's see. So this is the PvP area, the Wolf's Den. We'll go ahead and attune to this. So you'll notice that I have a lot of HP now. And that's because they do something a little differently in this than I think I've ever seen any MMO do. And your PvP and your regular, like, stats are completely separate. Even your skills are separate. Like, look at this. It's like I have Royal Authority combo, and Confiteor, and Shield Bash. And, like, I have abilities here that I don't even have normally. Like, I have Royal Authority at level 30, yet I don't get that till level 60. And, because I haven't unlocked the PvP yet. Don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before, You say that Helioi sent you. He said he was sending a new wolf to the den. Bah! More like the runts of the litter, if you ask me. You barely have fangs for the honing. I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous. We'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with Crystalline Conflict. Them training bouts are made special for feckless adventuring types. You can't tell sound strategy from a horse's arse. I still reckon it won't be dawn before you run home with your tail between your legs, crying for your mum. But you can have a word with Lieutenant Gungi Zelungi if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weak of spine. Dismissed. That's actually a little bit different. Crystalline Conflict is actually something that just recently came out. So that's actually really interesting. PvP! Crystalline Conflict! There we go. Now I have my PvP profile. So right now all I can do is Crystalline Conflict. But if I look at my jobs list, you'll see I have Fast Blade, Riot Blade, Royal Authority. And that's all in one button, you know? And so it's really neat that, like, you can have all these abilities and things. And they're basically all right here under a set of buttons. I absolutely have this wrong. I don't remember what my hotbars usually are. I'll just do that for now. Because I probably won't do PvP unless there's, like, you know, something I want to get from here for, like, a glamour. But there are some quests around here that you can pick up to unlock some of the other areas. Such as the front lines and the rival wings. There's also, and this is a nice thing that they have, right over here, they have striking dummies so that you can figure out how to PvP with your completely new PvP setup. As you can see, it's a completely different, you know, way of playing the game. Like here I have Royal Authority, and now, you know, it cycles between, you know, abilities. Yeah, like there's Shield Bash, but now that I've used Shield Bash, now this has become a completely different skill. It became Atonement, and here I have Intervene, which if I step back, I'll actually rush forward. And yeah, it's really nice. The one thing that this lets them do is it lets you have PvP without needing like multiple ranks. It gets rid of what they refer to as twinking in World of Warcraft, where you level up to level 19, you turn off experience, and then you get like the best gear possible that you can get at level 19. And I don't know if people still do this anymore, but this used to be the meta up until like all the way through Cataclysm, when I stopped like really paying attention to PvP. But like, because level 19 was so low, like you barely had any skills, but people thought that like, oh, because you have so few skills, it means that like, if you're doing good, it means that you're super skilled, and you don't get that at max level because, you know, you're not as, you know, it doesn't take as much to be as skilled at higher level, you know. I never understood it. I never agreed with it. I hated the concept. This removes it because even though I'm level 30 here, as soon as I enter combat into PvP, it will put me at level 60. It'll also give me a set of like stats. Is that in my PvP profile by any chance? Doesn't look like it. But it changes your character's like stats completely. I don't know how to see that at all, so that's unfortunate. But like basically, it doesn't matter what gear you have. It doesn't matter what your level is. Me going in as a level 30 Paladin will have the exact same stats, the same gear level, the same skills, the same everything as a player jumping in at level 90. And I think that's really cool because it makes it about the PvP, not about whether you're level 19 instead of 18, or whether you're level 49 instead of 48, or, you know. I think it's a really good system. Like, I think that it's one of the best, like, PvP systems. And again, your skills are completely different. These aren't even the skills you use. Also, you get your own limit break, which is really cool. I have done a couple of PvP matches myself, but I've never really enjoyed it. I don't see the fun in it. I step into it and die within, a second. Because people just apparently know ways to, like, rush up to you from, over there, and then just, like, hit you with, like, 3 attacks and you're down. Like, before you even have a chance to react, and I don't understand it, but hey, people enjoy it, people have fun with it. I'm not gonna complain, By all means, if you enjoy PvP, do it, If you enjoy PvP, if it's fun, have fun. If I decide to do any PvP, I'll probably do it off camera. I probably won't even stream it because I don't think anybody wants to sit there and watch me get annihilated every 2 seconds by, you know, the other parties. And I just don't care enough about it to, like, sit down and try to, like, really figure it out. Also, I forgot about this. Like, I legitimately just now looked down at my hotbar and realized, oh, right, this is technically a different class. So, I have different hotbars. So now I've got to, like, go in and reset. This is the one thing I don't like about the, this system. What? Riot Blade? Oh, Fighter Flight. I got it. I see what was going on there. Okay. I was thinking that was a different skill. Spirits Within needs to go there. Shield Bash needs to go here. Because I'll have a different skill that goes here. Iron Will goes over here because it is the stance. So I really only ever need to hit it to activate it. Provoke, I rarely use. I realize I should be using it more. But yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, that's about it for Gladiator. I think one of these classes is ready for, and it might just be the ones that actually immediately show up. Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, I'll have to, you know, do some class leveling, and things like that to kind of get to, you know, level 30. Then we can just do, like, all of the quests of that class, like, in an episode. Like, I'll probably do the level 30 Pugless quest in an episode. It looks like I have, I'm assuming, the level 25 Rogue quest here. Sweet Sorrows. So what I'll do is I'll probably get it to 30, and then we'll just do both 25 and 30 at the same time. You know, same episode kind of thing. It would just be a lot easier that way. Okay. I have a friend that was hanging out with these people, but they're not there. I don't have them added as a friend on this character, so that's why I'm like, is that person there? Nope. That's why I was over here kind of like trying to look through names. Because, you know. But yeah, I guess with that, I don't know what class will be in the next episode, or how exactly I want to go about doing that. In fact, actually, let me do a quick check here in Gridania, because we might be able to unlock a new dungeon, and if so, I can do an episode of, like, running through that dungeon. It's an optional dungeon called Hawk Manor. I think it's level 28. If I recall correctly. Sorry. So I should be able to unlock it. If not, it might be higher level than that, but I don't remember. But if I can, then I'd like to do that so that we can access that, like, the next, you know, next episode or so. Like Civilized Men and Women, the Twin Adder. What? Oh, is that Frontlines? I bet that's Frontlines. Oh, hey, how's the Death Belt? That's not what I was looking for, by the way. The quest I'm looking for is actually up here. So I won't even be able to see if it's there until I've teleported. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here though, because we're at 54 minutes. If this computer was strong enough to do editing, I would edit, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, it does not look like it's available yet. It might be level 31. But yeah, there should be a blue quest that's literally right here when Hawk Manor is available to unlock. Hawk Manor is a level 28 dungeon. Yeah, it says I should be able to. Oh, that's part of the story. Ah, got it. I thought that was an optional dungeon. I didn't realize that was a main scenario dungeon. Interesting. Man, I don't remember any of when the dungeons unlock or anything. Well, okay, so when I eventually unlock that, that'll be there. In that case, I might not bother, like, trying to record it. I thought that was just something I could unlock real quick, and then we could do like an episode. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So, I hope you all have enjoyed, though. Again, if you want to see me go through the rest of Realm Reborn, let me know. I can always pick it up again on the New Game Plus feature. Once I, get there. Like, it's not that big of a deal. There's just stuff that I really want to get to that I can't get to if I'm sitting here recording 2 or 3 episodes a day, trying to get through this slowly. I can get to level 50 in like 3 days. If I just sit down and do it right now, kind of, off camera, so. But yeah, there is a link down below to the playlist, if you want to get caught up on any episodes that you might have missed. There's also a link down there to my Patreon, where you can donate. It really does help out the channel. I literally would not be able to be, off of free trial and playing this game right now without your, the support of my patrons. So I would still be on free trial if it weren't for my patrons. So, but with that, I need a drink, so I will see you all next time. See you later.